And a very good morning, everybody. It is Getaway Day, Las Vegas. I think it is August 25th, 2019, and welcome to all of you. Get myself all duded up here for the long ride home. And wait for some people to filter in this morning. Put a little AC on. It's already about 100 degrees. Good morning, Jen. How are you? Nice to see you this morning. Hey, JK. JK NoCal, the girls. How are you doing today? The girls. It's gonna be a crispy one again. I literally was just thinking of you. How you doing, babe? AD. I got up to that room last night. It's gonna just use the bathroom, and I just laid down for a second. Next thing I knew, I was kind of out of it. Good morning, D. Fun time last night. I do want to start off by thanking a couple people for last night. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Cupcake. Last night I'm parked here at the Ghetto 7-Eleven just doing my morning chooch. I topped up the gas. I got about 620 miles to go today. I will be firing up the Murphy channel for a live stream across the desert. Depending on the temperature, I may stop at the town of Mojave, get off of the bypass and go into town and do a little chooching in Mojave. I'm not quite sure yet. Depends on the heat. Okay, there we go. They're going out. They got another plan today. I'm going home. D-Dubs the part didn't come in for his scooter, so we're gonna have to say goodbye here, which we did this morning. I said goodbye to D and Mr. X. Good morning, J Money. Good morning to all of you. Yes, I did not live stream last night. I just felt like taking the night off and just relaxing and hanging out with Rory, Randy, and Mr. X. So I want to thank Mr. X, number one, for for grabbing some pizza last night. That was great. He also brought a few things for me to take home. Sammy Jax, how you doing, baby doll? How are you, honey? Nice to see you. Shay. Get together of your viewers every year. This was just a trip. I meet a lot of people on the road, the girls. Quite honestly, I've probably met more YouTubers than anybody on the bottom of YouTube. Mr. Z, Mr. Z. I keep too many Mr. XYZ. Thank you, Mr. Z, for your courtesy last night. Yeah, man. How you doing? Yeah, man. Southern Smile. How you doing? Good morning. I am at the corner of Ogden and the hell am I? Las Vegas Boulevard and 4th Street here at the Ghetto 7-Eleven. Yeah, Mr. Z is an awesome guy. He brought pizza in last night. And then I want to thank Vegas Vixen and Randy for their kindness last night in buying setting us up with drinks and everything at the outdoor club at the Gold Spike. It was a wonderful, wonderful night. And they were very kind. They really paid it forward a lot. Excellent people. I love every chance I have to hang out with them. Great people. Yeah, I think D got a few bucks on his channel, which was good. I think cumulatively, hey Vicky, I think cumulatively the heat had kind of gotten to me a little bit. Quite frankly, I didn't feel like pounding the pavements again last night. And it was nice to sit down and just have some drinks and then woo. Yeah, Randy and Vegas Vixen, they were ultra cool. As I told you guys, the original intention. Good morning, Charles. The original intention, of course, was to be taken off for Reno right now, which is about a 6-hour journey north of here. Hey, Quinny, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you. But the part didn't come in. D actually needed 2 clutches replaced. The guy replaced the rear one. He ordered the front one, but it did not come in time. So, hey, Bully, how you doing? Bully, I got a lot of complaints, man. Take it easy on Kitten Cat, okay? That's it. Kitten Cat was getting timed out yesterday, so I got a little bit of mail. I love you, Bully. Shamaj, how are you? Yeah, come on, Bully. Good morning, Kim C. How are you? You can go Burning Man in Black Rock. Oh, I don't. Okay, thank you, Bully. She just is really sensitive to being timed out. But then again, I don't tell my mods what to do. I always hope to have nice chats in here. Do you not have? I'm late. Did you not? I'm leaving today. Yes, I am. He was going to have that part. It has not come in. It'll probably come in Monday, in which case he'll pop it on. I think he's going to take the opportunity to do a little more work here in Vegas, make a bit more money. He's really pushing guys towards getting some type of van, which I think is better for travels than, I mean, it's great to have the scooter. Don't get me wrong, and he likes to be out in the rural areas. I like to be right in the heart of the cities. I don't care if I'm boondocking in ghetto areas. I could care less. But he will take the opportunity, I think, to put a few more dollars in his pocket over the next 2 weeks or so. And I think that'll be a good thing. It'll give him a chance to maybe top up with your guys' help towards his scooter. You in a van rather than a scooter. For safety reasons, I would too. He loves the open road on the scooter. But as I said, the fear of being out in the desert and 120-degree road temperatures. Matt and Eric, how you doing, sweeties? Nice to see you guys today. Hope you're doing well. Penny Pincher, how are you this morning? How's that 7-Eleven coffee? It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's just the surroundings. You know, when you have, I don't know. I'm not going to get into all that. It's people hitting on you. Girls are much more, women are much more aggressive these days than men are. I'll tell you. It's been one of my contentions since I've been out chooching that if you're going to have problems on the street, if you're going to have confrontations, I'm heading back today, Johnny. If you're going to have confrontations, it's going to be the women that are going to light you up on the streets. Okay, and the women really don't have a filter out here, and they just say whatever comes to their mind, whether it's nasty or whatever, they'll say it. So, all charged up, sexy. Yeah, women. Yeah. On the street. You got to understand, I'm down in a really ghetto area here. Talked about the cream for the coffee, and it called me from Canada. Oh, the cream comes from Canada, eh? Interesting. Very interesting. So, I'm always very cautious when I'm pointing the camera, especially at younger women. They tend to go off a bit on what the fuck you doing? What you taking my picture? So I'll try to take it easy on that. Try to take it easy. Thumbs up are appreciated this morning. Probably a lot of women jealous of your wreck. Well, it gets a lot of attention, but I'm not going to overstate that stuff. So, but what I'm saying is, it's the women that are much more aggressive in street society than the men are. Uber Goober, good morning, sweetie pie. So I wanted to follow D up to Reno and hang out there for a couple days, but it just wasn't meant to be. So he had to alter his plans. I think, yeah, they were going off on D too, Rosie. I know. So he had to alter his plans. I think he'll do a update on what his situation is there. So I'm not going to steal any of his thunder. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He needs to really make the money, and he makes it, and I like that. I'm glad that he does that. As for me, back to the Rancho today, and I have about a week or so to catch up with Missy Jenn, spend some time with her, and then it's on to Southern California, where I might go down to, I will eventually meet up with Marshall down there. As I said before, good morning, Jerry. As I said before, your top priority, in my opinion, you did not ask me, but I will tell you, Marshall, your top priority should be to get your teeth fixed. You need to accomplish something. And once you have your teeth right, your brain can focus on the future and other things that you need to get your life squared away, whether that's the Rancho build or anything else. You're going to need money to make that happen. Okay, so I don't know how you're going to do it, but that's the reality of the situation. But you have money in hand now. The teeth are bad. They need to be fixed. There's no getting around it. Okay, none at all. Just posted a new video. Good morning, Missy Jenn. See you in 8 hours or so, honey. Looking forward to being back on the Rancho. It's been a great summer. Yeah, it has been. Yeah, man, you were certainly one of the highlights. Thank you very much, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you for the Vogue line of Raquel Welch. I actually like the very dark hair for me. Be safe coming up. I will. It ain't no joke to heat out in the desert here. I always am very happy when I get off of the high desert and down to the Central Valley. Yeah, we had a wonderful time. Yeah, Dee, I always have a good time with you. It's amazing how well we meshed together and got each other's backs multiple times. I have every confidence in the world in being out with you, and no matter what situation or no matter what street I'm on, no matter where I am, to have a chooching partner like Dee is a great thing. Like I've told you guys before, I don't think I would be out on the streets doing what I do if I didn't have a wingman to be out here doing it. And Dee's at a point of his life where he's a nomad. He is able to go, and he has a lot of flexibility about where he could go. And the nice thing, he likes to go where I'm going, and we like to hang out. Like I said, he's very he has nothing against meeting Marshall, which is a good thing. I hope that they get along well. I think he'll eventually, over the next month, probably come up to the Rancho. I think he's going on, I'm not sure if he's going to do the Yosemite, but I think he's going to come right across into Southern California and meet up with us there. As for a lot of people have asked me about a streaming house. Streaming houses in San Diego are expensive, especially if you want to be on the beach. I thought I could get a place for about a month or so, but you're talking about a lot of money on that. So I've got to change plans. I know you'd like to see us three plus Tara and some other people in Elvis, Dee, myself, in a streaming house with Tara spending some time there and some other people coming down. Hopefully a lot of people in the area, especially you beautiful women. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Dirty. Thank you very much for your courtesy and kindness here in Las Vegas too. I hope to meet up with you in October. We need some lovely ladies to fill out the travel plans down in Southern California. If you like hanging out on the beach, if you like chooching and being in a streaming house, let us know. That would be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun to motivate to work. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Yeah, man. It might just be a small place. I'm not sure. I need time to work it out. My top priority now is to go back and spend some time with Missy Jenn, make sure she's all squared away and good. I know she is on the Rancho. She does a good job. As you guys see, she takes good care of the ground. She enjoys working on the property and stuff. So I'm excited to see her. As you know, we just did the fishing trip too. If you didn't see the videos on the deep sea fishing, we had an amazing haul of salmon and rock cod. Yeah, I saw you trimmed all the orchard bushes yesterday. That's great. That's great. As you saw, it's been a busy summer, and it's going to continue to be busy with lots of travel. Some people have asked me, when are you going to be back in Las Vegas? The answer is going to be mid-October, I believe, after Missy Jenn gets her next infusion. Make sure she's settled for a week. My friend Line Screw's having a meetup down here, and I will take the opportunity to drive back down. I will spend a week down here with the meetup, probably at the beginning of the meetup. We've got great weather all the way through December here, so no problem at all. And then I'll be taking off for the Southwest. Got to see how it goes with Marshall's Elvis Travels van build out. Like I say, the burden is on you now, Marshall, to get your funds in order. As I've said, and I'll say again publicly, that I'm perfectly willing to donate my labor, perfectly willing to house you on the Rancho, but you are going to need the funds to do the build out over there. Not a problem. Got a 50 amp plug, so it's not going to be an issue to plug in, but it's critical that you have the money in hand. When I get home this week, I will be doing a video on what I think the costs and the work order is. I still have the I did a video back in February. I think it was called "If the Lisa Marie Was Mine, Here's the Build Out I Would Do on It." And it went down. It talked line by line. It was 2 pages long. It had a whole flow of work that had to be done, from gutting to finishing, and also the cost involved in all that from a material point of view. So it's like a Chinese style menu. You can pick category A, category B, or category C, depending what the funds is. But if if you claim that you're a well-followed nomad and the most talked about person in the RV community, you should be able to make that happen. You should be able to gather that money. I saw D. I did not stream last night. I did not feel like streaming last night. I wanted to make sure all the attention was on D-Dubs at the club event last night, and people were very generous, and it was a wonderful thing. Poppy and other people for him. In my opinion, he's a person that should be supported to meet his goal, because he is such an engaging and positive person on YouTube. And he's somebody that I enjoy following. I enjoy watching the streams. And I would like to see him be able to realize his dream. But again, it'll be his responsibility to make that happen. And your guys. There's a lot of pieces moving around the board right now. I got Elvis Travels. I got D-Dubs Travels. I got my own beach time down in SoCal to consider. With my van, I can boondock anywhere without any issue. No cop is going to ever imagine that somebody's sleeping in this van. But for those guys, there'll be a challenge, housing challenge, because, as I said before, you cannot comfortably park a 19-foot camper back on city streets. Okay. What I love about D is that he also works and takes that priority to live. Exactly, Uber Goober. D was very disappointed. Good morning, Marshall. D was very disappointed that we were not going to be able to do the run up to Reno here. But you know what? That run from Vegas to Reno, it will always be there. Okay, it will always be there. Hey, BWYA Adventure. How's the trip's been? Great. So when confronted with the fact that the part wasn't going to be in, good morning, when that bad news came in yesterday that the part's not going to be delivered, and I really got to take off. I don't want to spend any more money down here. I've lived very cheap and close to the ground down here, but still, it's money spent. He did not freak out. He did not whine. First thing he said to me, was, and I said, well, what are you going to do now? I'm taking off. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? And he said, I'm going to take the next week or two and I'm going to work and I'm going to make as much money as I can. And then I can just have, Randy's friend has a truck, just load up the scooter. When the part comes, take it over, be fixed. Then he'll have a week or so to test out and make sure his scooter's running good. I don't want to see him over the passes into California and then he breaks down. How you doing there? What else we got in there? It's Marshall. When the hotel stayed on Miss 70 night? No, Marshall. It was about $46 a night. No, I like that. So D has a chance by the time this week or two is over. Also, any help that you choose to give him, and of course it's totally voluntary, he has a chance to realize his dream, get himself a van, and travel in sort of a safer mode, and also be able to boondock, have that shelter overhead so he doesn't have to set up a camp. Bella Rose, the Queen of Buffalo. There we go. How you doing, honey? And I've got 4 scores in here in Patsy Cline. So I really like that. That his first, good morning, Oda May. His first thought was, well, I'll take the opportunity. I'm not going to just sit around. I'll take the opportunity to work and make some money. So that'll be good. After this week at home, like I said before, I'm really hoping that Marshall Elvis Travels will go down. It's going to be, as I said yesterday, it's going to be extremely trying. It's going to be, thank you very much. It's going to be one of the worst experiences in his life. Having dental work done with the overlay of 110, 115 degree heat with no air conditioning. I know as much as some people might feel about, Marshall and have their opinions about him, most of which are negative, I must say. But this is a human being going down into that environment, and it's going to be dangerous. And I worry for his health down in that environment, not having that AC. But you know what? As I said before, Marshall, you're going to have to dig down into your gut and do a gut check and see what you're really made of over the next week or so. Okay, I don't think you need to wait on insurance. You and I have talked. There's that younger endodontist, the one that does root canals. She's going to be your best shot. Hey, Chef, how you doing? She's going to be your best shot at getting those teeth taken care of. Once those teeth are taken care of, the quality of your life will start to improve. Then we can focus on down in the Southern California down there, having some adventures down there. I'm trying like the devil to put a streaming house together, but it's not cheap. It's not cheap. I think it would be a good mix to have us three in a streaming house, and plus if we can get some of the local ladies to come in and join us, I think that would be a blast down there. And then it gives you an opportunity to make some money and put some money towards a van build. Okay, that's good, Marshall. So, I'm going to say a prayer for you in the heat, because it's going to be 4 very difficult days down there. I'm trying to think, you may do a hotel, but then again, that's going to take $40 out of your pocket per night. But if it gets hot enough and it's too unbearable and you are getting your teeth done, I will gladly pitch in something towards a hotel room down there, because I do not want to see anybody out in that desert heat in that environment without benefit of some kind of cooling relief. It's not like a major city. It's not like a major city where they have cooling centers that are set up when it gets above 98 degrees. They don't have those facilities, those community facilities there. Plus, you overlay the fact that you're going to have teeth work done. You're going to have a lot of pain. I'm worried. I'm frankly very, very nervous about it. Okay, I'm nervous about it. And then put on top of that it's being done in Mexico. And nothing is ever routine when it comes to medical procedures. So I put it out there in public. I'd rather see your health and safety not be compromised. And if you pull the trigger and you decide to get a hotel room or something like that to just basically survive, I would be happy to help you with that. I don't have a lot to pitch in, but I'm not going to see anybody out in that desert environment. And if it gets too unbearable, that you can check yourself into a hotel. It's not fun. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, Elvis travels, you put yourself into this corner. We've been hearing the tooth and the teeth thing for 4 years. Well, now it's go time. Now it's go time. In my opinion, people's opinion of you will improve if you follow through on this and get this dental work done as much as you can. And then maybe a certain percentage of people will start to feel better about things, and then maybe life will be good. Move on to the positive things of a van build, and bring in quality content and good times. I know that you're up there at the park. I help a lot of people that don't scam. Don't assume just because I'm willing to help one person that I don't help many people in this community. Okay, just ask D, ask Vegas Fiction, ask other people. But it's my money and I'll do with it as I wish. I earned it, I make it. Good morning, Kiwana. How you doing, beautiful? And I'll be darned if anybody on the bullies, the ones that fire up their little parody channels and their news channels, and all they know is shaming people, nothing positive. I'll be darned in my life if I'll ever let those people hold sway over the decisions that I make. Because the truth be told, they're no better than I am. Okay? All right, and that's the bottom line. Ain't none of us angels, ain't none of us devils down there. That's it. Get your teeth done, and that's it. I got your back. And I'll just put that out there. The people that complain the most and make the most videos have been some of the most hateful and terrible people here on the bottom of YouTube. Okay? There's nothing fair and balanced about something that purports to be a news channel that's just it's just a bought and paid for mouthpiece for certain members of the community, period. We all know that. And getting a lot of decent people watching, always a handful of bad apples. I know that, Marshall. My concern isn't that, though. I'll stand up to that anytime. I'm prepared for anything that comes down on the Rancho. But making the right decisions in life is not always making the popular decisions of the group. And when I think about the desert, and I think about dropping down from that altitude of 6,800 feet or wherever you are, which is no basket of cherries anyway, and then going back down to Yuma, that heat's going to be unrelenting down there, and you're going to just have to do the best that you can with it and deal with the pain. Just say your prayer to God, and say a prayer to Ashur or whomever to hold you in good hands. 6,100 feet, and get this stuff done. Sometimes you just got to do what's right no matter what. I've never let myself be led by the Poppy Joe. Poppy Joe. So I never make any bones. I don't allow myself to be worried about stuff. If I think something's the right thing to do, I do it. And it has to do with the moment. There'll be some people that look at somebody in a potentially dangerous situation and hope for the worst. There's people, sadly, that are so overinvested in what happens on a two-dimensional world of a flat screen that they would like to see somebody's van explode in the desert, or see it catch fire, or see somebody be physically harmed in Mexico, or put it in gear to meet somebody and do that. I don't tell people what to do, but you got to live with yourself. If you think you're doing the Lord's work, then go for it. These people are taking a picture of this car in front of me. Classic car there. Good morning, Joni. Thank you. Yeah, I don't wish anybody harm. These are human beings. These are human beings. And people can do all the videos they want, do all they want to do. But one thing I've never been lacking on YouTube has been the courage to do what I think is the right thing to do. I've been his friend for a lot of years, and I will continue to help him. I don't have the financial wherewithal to help him. I'm not working these days. I'm on a modest pension, but I would do what I could. Yeah, of course, a speedy recovery to Vinny. I think about Vinny on the daily. I think he's gone into rehab therapy now. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Like I say, I don't always appreciate everything that Vinny does, but Vinny's gonna be Vinny, and he's always gonna be that. Put your big boy pan on, get those teeth fixed. That's it. And just be careful of the heat. Make sure that you stay plenty hydrated. Even a box fan would be helpful to put your generator on eco power and just have a box fan there to cope with the heat. So it's going to be, yeah, Vinny is awesome. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out in Southern California, how that's going to be down there. In my opinion, for us to exist down there for 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, we're going to, or possibly a month, we're going to need a place that we can park the vehicles in a safe place, which is probably like a rental home, vacation rental by owner or something like that. So I'll have to see. It's hard for me to wrap my head around that. My hubby has teeth issues from an accident. It's going to cost a lot. You don't realize how expensive. Yeah, I think he does now. Dental stuff is very, very, very expensive. Okay, we know that. In the summer of 2018, I had 2 root canals in 1 week. I spent almost $5,000 on dental work. Oh, thank you, Winky. Thank you, Winky. And it's just the right thing to do to help somebody out in that environment. If the heat becomes too oppressive, it's going to be unrelenting in Yuma. But I will be pissed if it's not done, and it turns out that it was dilly-dallying at the border. My sense is, down at Algodon, it's going to be so fucking hot down there that you're just going to throw in a towel, go across the border, and just get it done. The sooner you start it, the sooner you're done. You're at the best time to get dental work done in Yuma, Arizona, because there ain't a hell of a lot of people down there, snowbirds and all that. Okay, so it's a very low population right down there. So you get all the attention you want from a dental office, and you put yourselves in their hands. They're used to dealing with people coming across the border. It's not like you just landed in some random town in central Mexico and needed to get dental work done. Well, he'll be rolling downhill, Joan Ann Smith. He'll be saving gas money on the way down. Okay, that's the good news about that. So the best of luck to you doing that. When I get back home, I will be doing some local streams going on. Like I say, I'll be doing a stream discussing a van build and reiterating again what would need to be done on that. If D has a van, if D gets a van, he would be welcome to do a build out on my property too up there. Might have multiple vans up there for a build out, so we'll see. Yeah, stay hydrated there, and and hope for the best. Walmart window air conditioner cheaper than a motel. Yeah, that's another consideration, but mounting that is going to be a difficulty. You might get a standalone unit like we have in the Shine Shack that the little exhaust goes out the window. So That's a good idea, MM. That's a good idea. Okay. But a hotel room is going to be $40 a night down there because it's the off season. My aunt, my dad, I wouldn't count on insurance paying, no matter what the hell they tell you. And plus, you got to file your own claims. And I'll tell you, Marshall, you don't have a history of carrying through with administrative things and doing that properly. So I don't think that the chance of a claim being filed would be a realistic thing. You got the cash in hand, just get it done. Yeah, Kimberly, you're a big help. You've been a big supporter of both me and Dave, me emotionally and verbally on the chats, and I really appreciate you being also with tips, and we really appreciate you. You've been a wonderful person. Your insurance sucks. Okay, we need some peace and reward, Rosie, for our forget about it goes, and let's give her 100 thumbs up. We need to strive for more positivity. Oda May, honey, I like it when you're badass. I don't like a good Oda May. Are you with me, guys? I'm not down with a good Oda May. You know, I need Oda May to be badass, man. I like it when she's cracking skulls in the chat and stuff, you know. I love that. She's cracking skulls. Gotta love that. So we're planning on bringing you guys I know you can't keep me happy. We're planning on bringing you guys outstanding content wherever we go in our travels, whether me solo with Marshall. My thought is that we're gradually building our own travel core here. It'll be coming up. You know, you have Pandemonium and you have her. She's the other trans gal that's in the RV community. She travels. They're all part of a traveling core. And I think that, hey, Kitten Cat, I think that we're trying to gradually put our own core. I'm trying to get in touch with Desert Donnie again. We're gradually building up our own core of people here, which I think would make for very great travels. Kitten Cat, I just mentioned what, you know, to Bully today, so I think we'll be okay here going forward. Irish Rose Digital Generalis, thank you. Yeah, she's trans. Yep. All loyal to say, oh, Miss Many. Hey, Carla Marie, how are you, honey? Yeah, I'm feeling fresh today. I slept well. Yeah, the van build and other thing. I think people enjoy it. Come this way, start a tribe. We can camp. There we go, Kenny G. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I love the state of Kansas. Okay. Hutchinson, Kansas is where they have the underground salt mines. It's where they store all the real archives of the United States and stuff. They have miles and miles of underground storage in a perfectly controlled environment. It's a very interesting place, Kansas. And Kenny G, I can't wait to meet you and shake your hand and tell you how much I appreciate you on YouTube. Hopefully things on the Boyd will be better in the next couple weeks too. It's been kind of rugged. It's been a difficult summer. Making some homemade tomato soup with grilled ham and cheese. There you go. I always check out your videos, Kawana. I know you, man. I know you. I'll bet Kenny G makes some kick-ass barbecue down there. Kick-ass. You need to furnish that van. Seeing you do your own van would be really cool. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to have this van. It'll be paid off in another year or so. It's been great for travels. I just haven't decided. Ultimately, I'd like to have a nice wide body Class B. But then again, I'd like to be a millionaire too. Why doesn't money come out of the sky for me? Here, why? For myself, I don't care. I don't need a van build in the sense that if I just can lay down and sleep at night, I'm good. Yeah, we do love Kitten Cat. We do. Kitten Cat is what you call Kitten Cat's what you call a major player on the platform. If you ever make it to Pittsburgh, dinner is on me. Isn't that great, Carla? I plan on being in Pittsburgh. And honey, we're going to have lunch at Primanti Brothers in Pittsburgh. How about that? And we're going to go up the incline and look down over the Monongahela and the Allegheny Rivers, baby. And I think the Ohio River comes in there too. So, yeah, Kitten Cat's a major player. Yeah, it's down the road. I know it is. How you doing, Norm F? Good morning to you, my friend. The great chairman of the board, the Canadian Clipper, in the chat this morning. Thank you for being part of the streams, Norm, and for being such a wonderful, often supporter of the channel. It's much appreciated. You know, the one thing I can think about Norm after chairman, you know, a lot of people goad him for what he's doing. They call him drunk. They call him weed head and all that kind of stuff. But do you ever just say to him, how are you doing in life, Norm? How's it going? In other words, do you ever take the time to ask him about his life and what he's got going on? If you ever do, I mean, he puts his number out there in the side chat. Pick up the phone and talk to the guy sometime. Get to know him a little bit. You know, we tend to think, oh, this is a guy that can do things for me, and Norm, give me this, and Norm, give me that. I need, be nice to have this and nice to have that. But what you really rarely hear is a lot of genuine interest in how are you, Norm? What are the challenges in your life now? How can I help you? You know, unfortunately, when I got to Toronto, and as I said before, I would have driven halfway around the earth to shake his hand and say thank you to him. And there's people in the community that he's done a lot for that I think that they should be meeting him and saying thank you to him in person. And what can I do to help you in your life? By the time I got up to Canada to meet Norm, and he knew I was coming, he knew my goal was to go up there. Of course, people said, Rosie, you're going to be up there with your hand out asking for more money. I've never asked for anything on YouTube except for other people. And when I met Norm, his place was already boxed up. It looked like he was in the process of getting ready to move out. But I would have stayed if he had turned to me and said, Rosie, could you hang around a few days and help me do this or help me do that? I would have built a fucking house for him if he asked for it. Okay? The man is a giver. Pick up the phone sometime and ask him how things are going in his life. That's how you really express thanks to somebody, is you get involved in their lives, find out what they're doing. Kitten Cat, I know you don't like to hear that. You don't like to hear that because you see the track that Norm goes down and you perceive him to be, as I am, an enabler of people, but you don't look into the heart of somebody. You draw the easy close dots to say you're an enabler, you're preventing this person from getting their life in order they're doing. But what if you perceive that there's not going to be an ordered life? Well, it's up to us to decide what we're going to do and step into those breaches. Good morning, Shannon. Nice to see you. That's all I'm going to say about Norm. I know he doesn't like me to talk about it in the chats and stuff like that. Good morning, Keith Gregory. But we all have to make our own decisions in life, and we have to do what's right for us. And yeah, you're a tasker. That's it. Exactly right. Oh, Tiff says hello. Hey, Andres. All right. Tiff says hello. Nice. So, that's one of the greatest things I did was sitting down and meeting Norm. And the funny part of that was I stopped at the liquor store in Canada because I asked Marshall, what does Norm enjoy drinking? And Marshall's like, oh, he likes the Johnny Walker Red Label. So I stop in the liquor store and I pick up a fifth of Johnny Walker Red Label, and I go to Norm's house and we sit down and talk for a couple minutes, and I say, Norm, I got something for you. And he looked, he smiled and he said, hey, he's like, but I just quit drinking. And I wasn't gonna say, give me that fucking bottle back. Take that. I said just gift it to somebody else. It was funny as hell, and we just had that moment of awkward silence. I'm just sitting there like this. Well, it's fine. It's his life. If he wants to be on it, if he wants to float down the river of scotch, that's fine by me. You know what? Because he's earned the right to do that, and that's what I say. But that was really funny up there, and but it was a good experience. The next couple days are going to be critical in the life of Monday. Marshall's heading down to Yuma and Los Algodones. Say a prayer for him that the rig runs good. I think the rig is on a bit of borrowed time. It's going to need some attention soon. It's going to be under a lot of strain. It has been under a lot of strain here, and this is it. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. And what else do I need? Anything else I need to talk about? Yeah, I don't mind drinking. Like I say, I have a cigar. At my age, I don't really care anymore. It's time to enjoy the finer things in life. Norm did a working career, was a successful business person, and enjoy the fruits of that however you want to enjoy it. Yeah, so I hope that your travels are safe down there. And pull positive. I'm going to be streaming some on the road today. Now, recognize I might overheat a little bit. Sun's beating directly down. I'll have to kind of play it by ear. What I will do is, if I don't stream, I will probably stop at the town of Mojave. It's up in the high desert there. Could be an interesting place to just chooch around Main Street a little bit. Going to be hot as can be. You can look forward to that on the Murphy channel. You won't make it back to, I'll be back. It's about 9:26 local time. Give me about 8 hours, whatever that is. I'll be rolling into the Rancho and seeing Missy Jenn. It's 620 miles I got to drive today. I've driven 1,000 miles in a day. I've driven 1,200 miles a day. So it's not, I'm a great long distance driver. So guys, I'm going to close it out. Thank you for being on the chat today. I appreciate you guys being here. Stay positive, stay engaged, stay with the boy. You may not like everything that you see down here, but it is some of the most watchable content on YouTube. Your thumbs up are appreciated today. Marshall, good luck to you. Stay in touch with what's going on. I look forward to your content on the nomads that are down there in Prescott. And brother, get out from behind that steering wheel. Get out around that town and show some of those old buildings. All right, guys, you take care and have a wonderful day. See you on the road.